Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me for another Sketchbook Sunday episode. I feel like it's been a really long time since I have filmed a Sketchbook Sunday where I actually chat about some sort of random topic, and I feel that that's partly because it has been the Christmas season, so I've been uploading a lot of Christmas-themed tutorials and Christmas cards and whatnot, and it's also partly because I couldn't really think of anything to chat about, so it was a nice break and excuse to just film tutorials and not really think of chat topics. That being said, while I was filming this painting and painting this painting, it occurred to me how happy I was, not just in that moment, but in this point in my life that I am. We're constantly wanting to make our lives better and we're working towards other things, but in that moment I was sitting there and I was genuinely content with where my life was, and it was such a nice feeling to experience because despite everything that's going on in the world, with all that aside, the things that I can directly influence, I'm content with. And obviously that doesn't mean that my life is perfect, and that doesn't mean that anyone's life is perfect if they're happy with their life. I would change a lot of things about my situation, and hopefully we will soon. I would move to nature, I would move to the mountains and get away from the city, and hopefully we can make that happen really, really soon. We have some plans in the works. If you've been following my tutorials for a while and my Sketchbook Sundays for a while, then you know exactly what I'm talking about wanting to escape into the nature. But all of that aside, even though I don't live in a place that I really want to live in, I'm still very content with where I am. I don't know why that is. I was thinking about it. I came to some conclusions. I've always been very hustly. I really like working hard because when my mind is occupied and when I am occupied, I just feel really accomplished at the end of every single day. And it's gotten to the point where twice in the last year and a half, I've kind of almost burnt out, and I was feeling another burnout coming. And so I decreased some of my working hours to, accommodate or to prevent another burnout from happening. And the first week where I didn't have as many scheduled hours, I found myself sitting on the couch super bored. I didn't know what to do with myself, and it was such a foreign feeling because I am usually not bored. I haven't been bored in years because I always fill all of my time with all of these things. And so I was sitting there and I was scrolling through social media for, I'm sad to admit it, but hours. And after those few hours, I felt really bad about myself. Not necessarily that I was envious of other people and what they were doing, because I've unfollowed most of that kind of stuff. I only follow people that live in the mountains and just really close friends and stuff. But I don't know, I didn't feel good about myself because I had just sat there on the couch doing really nothing meaningful for hours. And I felt really useless because I had all of this extra time and I didn't know what to do with it. And as the week went on and progressed, I realized that I just had to switch my train of thought. I had to stop thinking that I have to fill everything with super productive things that are directly going to influence my financial goals, etc., etc. And I started engaging in things that I've been putting off for a while, or things that I wanted to do but I just didn't have the time because my schedule was so packed. So I tried making some candles last week, and I did the whole dipping process where you melt the beeswax and then you dip the candles in and out of the wax 20 times until you have those long stick-like candles. And I mean, it was very frustrating at times, and I was really upset at times because things weren't going my way. But at the end, when I was finished, I was so proud of my work. And unlike social media, where, you know, you get that rush of dopamine as soon as someone likes your photo, I feel like engaging in hobbies that you do solely for yourself, it also releases dopamine, but it's a very different effect, because you're engaging in those hobbies and those activities because you want to engage in them, and you feel really good about yourself once you complete the task, and you do it for enjoyment and pleasure. And I guess because I've been engaging in a lot more tasks like that, I've just been feeling a lot more content and happy with my life. And I mean, having an incredible life partner who shares in my hopes and dreams and aspirations and goals, I mean, that helps a lot too. It's always good to have somebody who's really supportive of what you do and shares and works towards in the goals that you have together. So that I will never take for granted. And yeah, so in general, I would say those are the reasons why I've been a lot more happy and a lot more content. Not that I wasn't happy before, but I feel like I was living in the future constantly. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's chat. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check out some of my previous uploads.